Bam! Hey guys, it's me, Brian from Echo1USA, and guess what this is? Oh! This is the new Red Star AMD-65. Let's go ahead and check out the box and everything it comes with. Cardboard, don't shoot that. You have your little foam. Okay. You have a warranty card. This means keep your orange tip on the gun, don't use crappy BBs, and you're good to go. If anything happens, I'll take care of it, keep you back in the fight. Okay. You have one high cap and another high cap, 600 rounds each. You have a 9.6 stick battery, it's 1100 milliamp metal hydrate, that's just great. Then you have a regular mini wall charger, cool. And your mag little winding wheels and a front side adjustment tool. And the gun itself. There's foam there, don't need to look at that. Okay, this is what you guys want. This gun is just, oh, it's good. Okay, it's full metal. You can probably beat a zombie with this, no problem. Sounds nice. And if you guys are saying, oh, I don't like that grip, well, tough. There's a Phillips screw. You can just take it out, good. But you're gonna burn your hand because this is shooting hot, right about 390 or so. So it's under 400, but you're gonna tear some kids up just shooting them. Okay, let's go ahead and take out the gearbox and check all the cool internals. Okay, let's take apart this bad boy and see what makes it tick. Okay, and the dust cover button here, pop that off, good. Okay, one thing we added is a little screw right here. A lot of you guys would go like this, show your friends, and launch this off, so we add a little screw right here. It's a 1.5 Allen. Pop that out. Got it. Sometimes force it. Okay, cool. Take that out. Then you have a little fake charging handle bolt. Okay, cool. Press the button, lock that out. Okay. Let's go ahead and take off the front section first, and then we'll get to the gearbox. Okay, so what I'm going to do is lift up here like so. Notice here. Up like that. Cool. This is kind of short. You can't put most other ones on there just because it's a short gas block and tube compared to other ones on the market. Just a side note. This might be tough. If not, you can use pliers or just your hands. They're strong. Okay, slide that forward. Cool. Bam, done. Okay, here's the screw. Like this is the little nut part. The screw's inside. If you want to take this off, you can. So no worries. Real quick. If you do, just don't lose the parts, please. Okay, cool. This part sliding around, and this little thing. Okay, cool. Now you have pin, and screw to take off the front. And the two screws for the hop-up unit. I'm just going to go ahead and use, now you guys ask, it is a T8 screw, or Torx. And this is a Husky tool. Got Home Depot, or Ace, one of those. It's like 10 bucks, and it has other little bits in there as well. It's good for like the Torx screws, in case you want to work on it. Tokero Murui. Okay. Take out that little screw and that one. Cool. Okay. And I just have these two right here. Just going to go ahead and tap them out. Cool. Pay attention. You have the little ridges on one side. Okay, slide that off. 2 mil up front. And slide forward. Bam! Okay, what's cool is you have a one-piece solid outer barrel, so it's like no flexing, no nothing. It's very, very sturdy. You can probably even do push-ups on it, like I did with my Wolverine. Anyways, so you can slide this off, and bam. Okay, let's take a look at the hop-up unit. It's a standard AK hop-up unit. It's plastic, no worries. And let's take it apart real quick. Okay, take out the little clip. Slide forward, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, cool. You have a Mad Bull blue bucking already installed. The inner barrel is 360.1 millimeters long. You can easily put in a M4, 363, Mad Bull, or any other aftermarket inner barrels, and you'll be fine because you still have a clearance in here. So a 363 would go to like somewhere right about here, and you're fine. Good. Okay. Now let's get to gearbox. I always switch it to the safe mode just because it makes everything, I don't know, I've just been doing that forever. And be careful if you use a pair of pliers. I'm going to go ahead and use a little bigger pair and just twist a little. It's on there nice and snug. If you go like this, you can pinch your fingers, and that's not fun. So just take this off. Okay, cool. And a flathead. Okay, screw comes out, and bam. You have your motor height adjustment tool, or screw. It's a 2mm right here. You can easily adjust the motor. And you might have to use a flathead to just kind of give a little room for the little gear. Come on. There you go. Basically, if like the metal body, there's a little lip right here, and it's just catching on right here. Just wiggle a little, and you're good. Here's the body and your folding stock. If you have to, you can take it out easily and swap out. Okay, here is the gearbox. What's cool is a version 3 AK gearbox, 8mm steel bearings, just like all of our other Stag series. And let me go ahead and pop this up just a little. Gently pry the wire case and slide forward. Okay, cool. Use a Phillips. You have 2 for the motor cage. That's another cool thing I like about the AK series is, yeah, it's a plastic grip, but on the inside you have a big chunk of metal that's bolted onto the gearbox, so it's not going to go anywhere compared to an M4. I'm not saying which one's better or anything, I'm just saying it's preference. It looks kind of flimsy, but it's very, very sturdy. Okay. Take out this little gear cover. Go ahead and pull the reversal latch. Cool. Got that. Okay. Take out the rest of the screws. And these are the T8 or Torx 8 screws as well in the gearbox. And the sector gear is back a little because I can see the nozzle, so it will pop a little, but I already pulled it. Sometimes the tappet plate will get caught, and that's fine. Ah, it looks like sector gear is stuck. Okay, cool. Pop this up. Oh no, it exploded. Okay, here's your spring. It's kind of like an M110 spring, but it's shorter, so it's kind of stiff, but it's not the length. That's fine. You have a version 3 metal spring guide. There's no bearings, so it's very durable, but it still gives you that space, so it gives you a little extra FPS. Here's the piston. It's a reinforced. The second tooth is kind of shaved down. You can shave the third one if you wanted to, but it's good how it is. You have a ported piston head with an O-ring. You need an O-ring, of course, but the ports make a good, nice air seal. You have a stock polycarb plastic tappet plate. Same for the nozzle, cylinder head, and it's a good seal. And another cool thing is it's a full cylinder M16, so you have more air behind that BB. Okay, what's cool about the gears, they're a standard ratio, not speed or torque. They're just like right in the middle, neutral. They're steel gears, which is good. And like I said before, the bearings are the 8mm, just like we have in our Stag series. So you can change these out to modify 8mm ceramics, which I like, or you can use any other 8mm bearings if you wanted to down the road, or solid bushings. Choice is yours. The motor is a non-torque, but there's a smidge amount of magnetism to it, but it's a standard motor. So basically this is a pre-upgraded, because you have the bearings, you have the Mad Bull bucking, you have the good gears, the reinforced piston, polycarb piston head that's ported, and there's bearings on the inside. So overall, the gearbox is great, the gun is great, and yeah, let me go ahead and put this back together real quick. Yeah, I got it. Okay, now let me go ahead and put it back together real quick. And reverse the latch, so hopefully it'll behave. Selector gear, bevel gear. I'm a cowboy, I'm a spur gear. Okay, hop that in. Oh, and make sure you guys always attach the tappet plate spring. I get several emails a week saying, hey, my gun, I followed your video, but it's not shooting far. Like, it'll shoot, sounds great and everything, but it's not shooting far. Most of the times, the tappet plate spring is the issue. It's one of the things you always overlook, and it's just kind of like, put it all together and you're like, mother of, why is it not working? So make sure you guys attach tappet plate spring. That's why I always say, check spring, 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 and you're good. Another tricky part about the AMD is this does not slide in like on a covert series. You can slide in case you forget this. You have to put this in before you close the shell, or right when you're about to. So make sure you pay attention to that. Okay, so recap: spring, trigger spring, sliding contact spring, reversal spring, main spring. Here we go. Time to close it. Press in. Okay, I got the spring guide in. Let me go ahead and put this in right now. And wiggle, wiggle. Cool. Okay, good. Let me go ahead and put the longer screws here, the medium one, and the little baby screw up front. And tighten. Okay, a little gear cover here. Pop that in. Make sure you guys line this up. If you have it off by one tooth, that causes problems, and then it will reflect and multiply on this side as well. So just be careful. A little screw here. Come on, get in there. There you go. And once you tighten this, double check and make sure, okay, good. Sometimes if you aren't holding it just right, it'll get loose and kind of go off center. Okay. Cool, line that up. I don't know why I did this right now, because I still have to put on this part and that flips it over. But practice makes perfect. Okay. Oh. Go ahead and tighten the motor in. Okay, I'm just going to hold on right here. Slide this on and stick the wires underneath. Gently press them in there and just tap. And you're good. Okay, cool. Now, let me go ahead and drop this in the lower so I don't have to worry about this getting out of place. Slide this in. Cool. Okay. And one of the tricks I do is I will install the little selector cam or whatever part you want to call it. I install that first. I remember how I have it on the safe mode. Okay, good. Hold on. Okay, get on in there. Okay, go ahead and sometimes you have to wiggle down. That's one thing I was going to show you. Is it could be off a little. So what I do is I first put that in there, then I attach the motor grip. Because if you tighten this one down too much, or if you tighten this down too much, it might throw it off. So when I put this in here and then tighten, it makes sure that it's still lined up and good. Otherwise it won't go together smoothly. Just hand tighten and you're good. So now I have nice and centered. And good. And just real quick, tighten, tighten. Good. Okay, put that aside. Let me get the hop up, put it back together. Okay, you had a little groove here, just like all the other hop ups. Okay, cool. Make sure the little nub is in there, and I think it fell out. Okay, let me show you a quick way on how to install it in case the nub magically disappeared. I do have a messy workstation. Do not copy my messiness. Don't. But say if you lose it and you're like, well, how am I going to put it in there? Or if you can't like guide it in there, you can go ahead and take this apart and then press up like that, and now I can just drop the replacement nub in there and I will be good to go. Okay, just grabbing a replacement nub, and it's being troublesome. A little bit of silicone oil. You can go ahead and put some on here. It's on the bucking, it's not in the barrel, and that's fine. Put it on there, and with a little bit of silicone oil, it stays there. And notice how I slide it in like that. Good. So in case you can't finesse the little nub to get back in there, like when you're holding the hop up upside down and like looking and swearing, trying to line it up, you can do it this way. It does take more time, but you know what's in there. That's not it. And go ahead and tighten this little screw. Another little trick I do on my AKs, because I'm an AK fan, in case you didn't notice, or stalk me on Facebook, friend me on Facebook. I will get a shim, like, you know, those shims, those large ones that, like, what do you use those for? You put it under here so it's more surface area, so it rubs and it doesn't slide on and off. Okay, I'm going to turn the hop up on all the way so I can easily install it. So let me go ahead and line this up and line this up a little more and slide a little trunnion part forward. Scoot it back all the way, pressing this pin, kind of wiggle it, get it in there sort of, and then go ahead and install the two screws. And tighten. Good. And now I can slide the hop up forward a little, or basically turn it off. And good. The reason why is just because when I install pop-up unit, I don't want to have it break the arm by accident. If you're too rough, you can damage it because it is flexible. So now it's already secured. Tap that in. It's good. Tighten the 2mm. Super secure. It's very sturdy already. Slide this in. Look, line up the hole. And tap. You can tap that one again, that's fine. Okay, let me. There we go. That little part came out earlier, that's fine. Okay, let me add the grip. Get a little tang that go in here. And this little section here, it's good. Okay, have that in, press down, block it. That's good, it's not going to slide out or anything. Keep this up like so. Get a little bump down here. Cool. Lock down, goes to that little point here. Drop this in. This is VMG compatible, you can trade that out if you wanted to. Slide this in. And this little part, if you want to, you can keep that screw in there. Just press this way with your finger and then tap. And then tighten. And good. Okay, and here is the dust cover. The dust cover, you have a lip, another lip, and two little like teeth. It's like a vampire, I guess. This part does kind of suck, but once you get it, you're good. Make sure you slide it forward all the way and tap, or you can squeeze or karate chop, and it's good. You want to make sure that it lines up here and here, so this button is moving freely like that. That's good. And you can rack it back like that, and you're cool. Okay, sorry if that took too long, but that is how you take it apart, put it back together, and see all the cool stuff about the Red Star AMD-65. Yeah! This is Brian from Echo1USA. Thanks for watching.